everybody, Brambleheart here. So, myself and a few other people on the Warrior Cats forums, specifically Forest Dawn, have a really interesting theory about what Sunbeam is going to be doing in Shadow. So basically, in the Shadow, Sunbeam was heartbroken when Nightheart decided that his heart belonged in ThunderClan and he had to return. We see her being really sad about it, and then the next scene with her, we see her mother is being like, "Oh no, my poor little kitten. Oh no, this is exactly why you shouldn't have a half-clan relationship, blah blah blah," and trying to indoctrinate Sunbeam into the whole Berryheart, Karen, xenophobic group. So that all seems good. I was saying, oh, maybe Sunbeam's gonna move on. But no, because in one of the very next chapters, the very next time we see Sunbeam after that, we see her being like, "Oh, I'm joining ThunderClan. I want to be with my mate Nightheart. I love him so much. I'm totally not heartbroken at all." And it seems kind of weird because she was just being like, "What the heck? Why is he like this?" It doesn't seem like someone would make that important of a decision, at least a cat like Sunbeam, to make that important of a decision, in 2 seconds. At least with Nightheart, he's usually an impulsive dude, and it did take quite a bit for him to decide he's joining ShadowClan. But with Sunbeam, she's less impulsive and more level-headed, which is kind of why she does compliment Nightheart so much. So, we think there could be an ulterior motive to that, right? So, what if, because I know Sunbeam has been looking at Berryheart and stuff, what if she is going to be a villain of the next 3 books of ARC? Basically, what's happening is Sunbeam has been taken advantage of by Berryheart due to her heartbrokenness and all that, and decides to work for Berryheart and end up spying on ThunderClan. Especially since Bramblestar stepping down and all that. It seems really interesting for Berryheart's agenda, whatever that is, and also Splashtail and the whole RiverClan coup that's going on there too. So I think that would be really interesting because so far this arc has really been delivering on things that the fandom was asking for a very long time. For example, the whole fact that we're getting an actual plot happening in RiverClan with a RiverClan protagonist is great. We've had RiverClan protagonists before in novellas, like Mr. Omen, Mothwing's Secret. We recently had Feathertail have a graphic novel to herself. We've also had super editions with Leopard Star and Crooked Star. But all of those are before The Last Hope. We don't really have anything with modern RiverClan. And for a while, the only characterization we got from any of those cats was in one singular bonus scene. And yeah, they did stay in ThunderClan's camp and did get impacted by Darktail, but there was so much going on, they could not focus on that at all. And for a while, a lot of people, since RiverClan's actually one of the fan favorite clans, a lot of people were asking for a RiverClan protagonist, and now we have Frostpaw. We also see this arc do a lot of things, like talk about some of the issues that people have found in the Warrior series, like nepotism, the archaic laws, trying to change up the clans to make it all fresh and new. We also have stuff like female villains. One of the last major female villains we had was Mapleshade, and I guess Sleek Whisker, but she was more so like a one-off cat. We need a lot more female villains, and a lot of people have been begging the editing team to do that, and now we have a Berryheart, who is a female villain, and kinda has been since the start of the arc. We don't know if the RiverClan villain's gonna be female too. Looking at Splashout being the most sus, but he also could be a red herring. We also have stuff about people in the fandom circles are starting to not like Bramblestar. I know I am in a lot of circles that dislike Bramblestar. I personally think he was good till Vision of Shadows, but that's for another time. So, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Bramblestar needs to step down. Squirrelfoot needs to become leader because Squirrelfoot is such a beloved character." I know some circles hate Squirrelfoot. I personally love her. I think I'm one of the only people who likes Bramblestar and Squirrelfoot simultaneously. But, her becoming leader and Bramblestar stepping down is really good because one, it kind of demonstrates the whole stepping down as a leader thing. And two, we get to see Squirrel Star as leader. That being said, if she does get her 9 lives, of course, because that's kind of in the air right now. Another thing that this arc has really been doing is focusing on the little things of the clan. We're seeing a lot more minor characters get more screen time. We have a lot of attention to detail, like Shadow Clan actually eating frogs, kind of see that in their culture. We see River Clan up for decorating stuff. We get to see more of the individualized traits of the clans, which is very nice, since I know myself and a lot of people have been kind of thinking that they're starting to become same old, like not really a big difference. And I really hope that if Frostpod does end up recovering in Wind Clan, we get to see more of Wind Clan's individualized culture too, whatever that may be. So what does this mean for the next few books if Sunbeam is a spy? Well, based on the cover of the next book, Thunder, we know that Nightheart is going to be Nightheart's going to be doing something else. But a lot of people think he's going to be going with Frostpaw, but that's not confirmed yet. And we do see Sunbeam interact a lot with some ThunderClan cats, such as Finchlight, and I think Sparkpelt was on the cover too. So Sunbeam gets to learn a lot about Nightheart's family, loved ones, and some of the important cats in ThunderClan at this moment. Sparkpelt's a well-respected warrior, and so is Finchlight, I guess. We also got a little tease from Kate a few years ago saying, "Oh, be wary of Finchlight, oh no." So maybe Finchlight's gonna be indoctrinated too, I don't know. But it might be that Sunbeam is going to pose as, "Oh, I want to get to know Nightheart's family and his clan, because he means so much to me," and all of that. And maybe she's telling that to Berryheart for something or other. Maybe Berryheart's going to be one of those cats who thinks, "Oh, ThunderClan's having too many kitty pets and non-pure blood cats, all that." So that is a possibility. And could Sunbeam be a female villain again for the next part of the arc? Well, I know a lot of people have been requesting a protagonist of the arc who does become a villain. I know that technically Clear Sky kind of filled that niche, but we saw in the last few books that the narrative is trying to push him as an anti-hero, so does that really count? The only real villain things we get are either anti-heroes, redemption arcs, or Tiger Claw's Fury. We don't get that many things of just cats being evil when they're the protagonists. They all have to be the good guys. And I think that would be very, very, very interesting and new for the series. So, what do you guys think about Sunbeam being a spy in the upcoming books? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.